Hmm. Hmm. I'm turning this off just in case. I'm on YouTube. I had to realize because on TikTok you can listen to your TV and nothing happens, but on YouTube there's copyright, I'm sure, on everything. So I'm like, I don't know how I feel about playing anything while I'm talking on YouTube. But this is mainly a test. I will likely delete this, but this is just, yeah, because I've never gone live on YouTube. And we officially crossed 500 subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. And I'm like, I haven't put any exclusive content here for my YouTube subscribers, and I wanted to do that by making this video, introducing myself. I'm Amber. I'm the creator of Dear Great Black Man, the #1 platform on the planet for black men, on the planet, not just any specific country. I just want to make that clear. I also want to say that literally everyone's welcome here. However, Dear Great Black Man. And so I'm just so grateful for the message, and I'm so grateful to create a space for men. As someone who's a certified life coach and who's coached men and women, one of the things I've realized is that not only did the Lord choose me for this assignment, like I'm a servant of the Lord, of Jesus Christ, number one. Number two is that I've felt that men were always more receptive and willing to receive feedback and more apt to act on the feedback than women. And that's not a dig because I'm a woman. And so I understand how that could be true. And I didn't realize that about men until I started coaching them. And so I've coached men before in the past. It's something that I'm going to get back into because I feel like the better that you feel about yourself, everyone is going to benefit. Everyone attached to you is going to benefit. The better you feel about yourself, about who you are, about what position you are in life, about the way you feel, the way you look, the way you, like all the things attached to you, you can be proud of, you can be confident in. And so that is something that I want to share with black men. That is something that I want men to know in general. And so part of this platform, a big part of this platform is affirming you, of the power of affirmation, of speaking life into yourself and the importance of doing it for you, by you. Because I was the person who was completely made up by what other people, the validation of others, what others thought my hair looked like, my weight looked like, my butt looked like, my hair looked like, what I did for a living. All of these things were made up, I felt like, my identity until one day it didn't. One day it all came crashing down. One day all of the external validation in my mind went away when I got diagnosed with an STD. Like all of that external validation left because now externally I'm viewed as gross. I'm viewed as no longer attractive. I'm viewed as, you know, what people view you as when they find out you have an STD. So like, anyway, removing that validation being gone and you having to return to the Lord and be strengthened and reminded of your worth in Him, and also your worth, your self-worth, your own worth. And I had to relearn that at 33 years old. I don't know if I had to relearn it or learn it. So regardless, I learned that at 33, and that was very helpful. I felt like it was too late, but in hindsight, it was right on time because when the student is ready, the lesson will appear. And I learned that, and I want more men to know that, to realize that about their lives, and to want to change and be better. So I want to say that. I don't want to make this too long. I can't wait to see your responses in the comments. The comments are already so lively here on YouTube. The community, I feel like, is different than the one on TikTok, which I'm trying to bring the TikTokers who want to come over to the YouTube platform where we're going to be talking about more things in long form about doing the work on ourselves. Because I believe as the value, your self-worth goes up, everything attached to you will get better and will change. Like, And I want that for you. I want that for every single one of you and everything attached to you. So, oh my God, we have a great black man who's live with us. This is awesome. You're my very first live viewer. Webster Style Magazine, you said you were subscribed and here you are. So I just wanted to I was inspired, and I was in being accountable in asking the great black men to subscribe here on YouTube. I wanted to offer an exclusive piece of content for the subscribers as an incentive. And so this is a different type of video. I haven't made anything like this on TikTok. So thank you so much for subscribing, for commenting, and hopefully being able to watch this video in its entirety once the video's over. But I just wanted to go live and introduce myself here and invite and welcome all the great black men who are now subscribed, that this platform was created to be a space for you to be intentional about working on yourself and acknowledging yourself and prioritizing you, because when you do, everything attached to you will grow. Everything attached to you will change. Everything will attach to you will improve as you improve internally. And so in coaching black men, and seeing that sometimes that is not the case, and seeing that sometimes the tools or the resources might be limited for black men as it relates to as it relates to mental health, as it relates to having someone to work through your issues with. That's where I feel like the Lord has put me in position to be and to do in this season. So like I said, on TikTok, Dear Great Black Man has been around since 2022. I've just been delaying and procrastinating out of fear and out of laziness, out of sometimes being confused, out of my own flesh not being able to see where it's going to go, out of me literally asking God, why did you choose me to do something like this? But that time is up. Time is up for that. And like I said in the affirmation from 2022 that I just reposted today, you've got to be willing to let go of the old, the bad, the things that are no longer serving you. And a lot of times those are mentalities, habits, ways about yourself, old ideologies you've got to be willing to part with in order to make room for new, for growth, for change. And as you do that, it does get better. But being able to intentionally create that space takes a change of heart, a change of mind that takes an exception. And most people, unfortunately, in life are going through life as the rule and not the exception. And so I believe if you found Dear Great Black Man, it's because that you have that exception quality in you, and that it needs to be stoked out and teased out, and you need to be, assisted in a way. And because of the way the Lord works, in hindsight and in return, the Lord is doing something and assisting me in a way as well. So I'm just grateful. Thank you so much. I didn't want to make this too long. You said you're always happy to support. I appreciate that. So Greatness University is coming. More content here on YouTube is coming. And yeah, the Costa Rica retreat is coming. So I appreciate you. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. Signed, a great black woman.